kickoff moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. Isaac Gorindo to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy on target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running back sent in motion. Purdy throwing here. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Purdy on first down. This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And he'll get it up to the 44.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you've got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun is Purdy. Hits his running back. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. They kick the running back in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's taken in by Kendrick Bourne. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. A gain of 15.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's going to be down within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 2nd down. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
And he's going to work it to the 20. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Catch made over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Piniero's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Now Piniero on to handle the kickoff. Here's Derink Young to return this. He dodged the tackle. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Handoff running left, Walker. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running with Walker again. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Walker on first down. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. First and 10.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing for the back of the end zone. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
This is Walker on second. It looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. They're running for it with Charbonnet. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Pickup of 2 here, and that gives the Seahawks the first. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, setting an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. Here's Darnold to throw. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the gun, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot when we brought methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and they found the end zone as a result.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Garindo to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They gain 11 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
San Francisco.
So first down from the 41. Play action now. Purdy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Gain of 11 yards.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. To the sound of the collective 12th man, here comes the Seattle Seahawks offense for its next drive, Brock. And in a nod to these fans wearing their alternate gray and green rivalry jerseys for this week's game. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. With a quick pass out line. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Inside give to Walker. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Darnold out to play action. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. He gets it up a little shy midfield. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Needed to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. And they've got the punt team out. Ball on the midfield stripe. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. A give up the gut to Walker. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of inch as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed over the middle. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the 49er, first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And bring the tight end left. Purdy on the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Look at the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
First down now, ball at the 33. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 8 on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Young on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. He lofts it deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. First and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now Purdy. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
1st down, Purdy to throw. Has a man downfield, it's Jennings. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 53 yards. That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And quickly. Their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Such a promising drive and just a couple snaps ago, but now back-to-back sacks, drop backwards, and this field goal, well, it's not a gimme anymore. Got to hope you can knock it through and salvage some points out of a series that went so wrong.
Fourth down's going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Pinheiro's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now Walker. Runs around him. He's got space. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to it. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And that's 49ers football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
To the ground with Walker. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Pretty obvious this defense. Man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Now they send their back in motion right. 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Motioning left is their running back. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. They set up a screen. It's Shaheed. And this one does not go far. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Myers' kick is good, and it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Jason Myers.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. The window to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Throw left side, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Purdy throwing here. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
1st down throw by Purdy. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Purdy. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Purdy looking to throw. He's going for it himself. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Now it's Purdy. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 13.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed shoots away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. They find themselves trailing 20-13 after that score. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. 1st and 10.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Going to the ground again on first. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. And it's Alfred Collins cleaning up that play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Darnold. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Design quarterback run here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
To throw, here's Darnold. This is Cup, that's Cup. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
39 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Walker again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks tie this game up.
The game at 20 all. Jason Myers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Moore with a return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy on the play action. Hits his running back. And he's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field. and the two were not able to reel it in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, it doesn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Walker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running is Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying with Walker. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Kendricks in on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's got Smith-Njigba for the catch. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Walker on 1st down. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 3rd quarter lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers play.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Lindo to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. San Francisco to the line. He's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Tackle made by Jamarcus Lawrence.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Tight end in motion left. 1st down, Purdy to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. From the gun is Purdy. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Seahawks are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Long with a quick pass out wide. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
All set to go now from the 35. Walker now from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
All set now, 1st and 10. Running with Walker again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Darnold looking to throw. Has it at the 7. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Down to close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
49ers 20.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
2nd and 3 now. Play action now. Purdy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. He just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. Making the call himself. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
When the play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
2nd down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Quickly to Pearsall. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that will bounce out of bounds.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down after his play. Rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They give up the gut to Walker, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Walker on the give. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Back to Walker on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. To throw, here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
'49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got some air into this one, deep down the middle. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, you can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And it'll bounce toward the sideline, and out it goes. So here come the 49ers on offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Makes the tackle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A pickup of 17. And that gives the 49ers the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Setting up the running back screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Complete over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
8 yards on
the goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Finds his fullback. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 33-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Feed us to the 27.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Purdy will sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He's got it over the middle. And he gets this down at the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Going run again with McCaffrey. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The 49ers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49ers 27.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. give now to Walker. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like a turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here's Darnold to throw. Here's a screen out for Walker. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still third down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have two to work with in this final quarter. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. The window to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw, Purdy. He's got Bourne, left side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the 49ers the first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. 49ers down by 10. Purdy on first down. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing that first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. To the air again. Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down throw by Purdy. And it's Bowler to catch outright. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Rose caught, and he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
At the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Brock Purdy. He brings it in. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game.
Touchdown.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
37, 49ers 34.
As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They're headed down now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Here's a design run. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.